Good afternoon and welcome to another informal chat, this time with Stephanie King from Sam Learning. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Louise. Pleasure to speak with you all this afternoon.
It's brilliant. Do I call you Steph or Stephanie?
Steph's fine.
Steph's fine. Oh, awesome. So, Steph, you're with Sam Learning and you're one of our latest product partnerships, which I'm absolutely thrilled. We have obviously been through a process to get here, and I do absolutely love your platform. So, now for our viewers, please tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Stephanie and I am the commercial director at Sam Learning. I have over 17 years experience in the education sector, firstly in a classroom myself, and then I moved into EdTech in 2017. So I've been with Sam Learning since then because I'm highly passionate about what we do. And so our product is fantastic for improving staff workload within schools and ultimately student outcomes. It is something that I could have done with myself when I was in the classroom. So I'm really excited to introduce it to more schools around the world today.
Are you based in the UK?
Yes, we are based in the UK, so our central offices are here. However, we do have schools around the world who currently use us.
Amazing. And so you mentioned there about teacher workload. So what is Sam Learning? Is it a curriculum? Is it a platform? What is Sam Learning?
So Sam Learning is an online learning tool for secondary schools primarily, but we do cater to primary as well. It's got content on there for 27 GCSE subjects and 17 Key Stage 3 subjects, and it has intelligent technology to do what a good teacher would do. It's independently proven to improve student outcomes. So the Education Endowment Foundation and the Fisher Family Trust in the UK have found that if students complete just 30 minutes per week on Sam Learning, they gain 2 grades a minimum better in their GCSEs as an outcome.
So if it's improving GCSE grades, is this a tool then that teachers would use to deliver content in the classroom? Is it used as a homework tool? How do teachers thread this into their typical classroom delivery?
Yes, so Sam Learning is fantastic in the sense that it can be used anywhere on any device. So schools use it in multiple different ways to improve student learning outcomes. Everything on there is automatically marked, so students can complete the work outside of school for homework, revision. You can use it within your classroom as plenary activities or starter activities, or just as part of the student learning journey within the classroom. It's an assessment-based tool, so everything on there assesses student understanding. It can be completed at boosters after school, or some schools use it for internal exclusion units or for those students who are consistently absent from school as an alternative provision tool as well. So it's fantastic as it does all the marking for the teacher and provides instant outcomes on students' performance to teachers.
Okay, so it's a platform. It's across apps and across devices, not apps,
Yeah.
but across devices. And students can access it either within the classroom, led by teacher, or autonomously and independently. I think one of the things I really liked about the program was that it identifies gaps and then it personalizes. And there is an element of AI. I know majority of things now is AI, 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 but there is an element of AI attached to that. So question is, how is it identifying the gaps, and then how is it personalizing for learning for children?
So as mentioned before, everything is marked for the teacher and it is marked to question level. So it shows the teacher instantly on our reporting suite exactly where the gaps in student learning are and provides the activities that potentially could improve those misconceptions for the students. So it does that automatically for the teacher as well. So the teachers don't really need to do anything once students start completing work on Sam Learning, because everything that a student does on Sam Learning, it automatically gives them the next task that's going to either improve their understanding or extend their knowledge.
I'm presuming, therefore, that the children can then also track and revisit areas of development and revisit their strengths and, celebrate their successes as well. So students have a view on that as well.
Absolutely. So they have their own little progress dashboard where they'll be able to track for every single subject, the hours completed, their gaps in learning themselves. So they have their own little personal learning checklists to keep themselves on track with their revision and studies.
So when it comes to that data and that processing and understanding, one of the important things we like to do is make sure that our parents are equally informed of the children's work and the children's progress. Is there any portal or support for parents within Sam Learning?
Absolutely, yes. So we've recently introduced our parent portal, Parent Place, where parents will be able to see their sons or daughters' outcomes on Sam Learning and see what work's being completed as well, so that they can keep track of their child's learning.
That's amazing. Is that a real-time update or is that released like monthly or something?
No, that will be in real time
In real
also.
time. Awesome. So they're in full control.
Absolutely, they are.
On the platform, obviously you're taking students' data. What's being input? Is it the student's name? Is it date of birth? Is it a student ID? And then how is that data being protected?
Yeah, so when a school initially signs up to Sam Learning, we automatically get in touch with the school and take data sets from them. So that's including student names, date of birth, email addresses. And then we have a third party called Wand. It'll automatically sync with your MIS system within your school. We are compatible with multiple MIS systems across the globe. And then basically, once students, we get that information, it will automatically sync with the MIS system daily. So staff don't need to worry about consistently keeping the data up to date on Sam Learning. Everything on Sam Learning is GDPR compliant as well.
That's awesome. Okay. Are there any elements within Sam Learning which are gamified or are in encouraging children to want to revisit?
Absolutely. So that's what's really exciting about Sam Learning. So we're now introducing our new student interface as well, which is coming in May. So on there, we already have student avatars that students get when they sign up to Sam Learning. So they get their own unique avatar. They can compete with up to 10 buddies in their year group for all of the work that they complete on Sam Learning, the hours studied, the outcomes that they achieve. They will receive points, they will receive certificates, which are automatically emailed to them. They can choose to climb leaderboards. So it is fantastic for engaging student learning. Also, when students compete with their buddies, if their buddy does better than them in a piece of work, the system will alert the student and make them aware of that and challenge them to beat their buddy as well. So there's lots of exciting ways the system works in order to engage each and every student that's accessing it.
So clearly, this is not a tool which is designed to replace teachers. We do still want an element of, that contact, activities within the classroom. This is a supplementary tool, right?
Absolutely, yes. So Sam Learning is primarily an assessment-based tool. So it's assessing student understanding and allowing them to revisit topics to understand where their gaps in knowledge are, to secure their understanding. However, there is still an element of support required to go alongside with that.
Does Sam Learning cover the UK curriculum only, or is there a variety of international curriculums that are the content's there for them?
So Sam Learning caters for all major GCSE subjects across all exam boards in England, Wales, and the international, so the IGCSE examination boards as well.
And you said many subjects, right? How many subjects have you got?
27 GCSE
Wow.
subjects and 17 key stage 3 subjects. Yes, so we've got a wealth of content available, but that's what makes us unique to the market.
That's incredible. So I know that in some of our classrooms here, we have many children who have English as a second language or may have additional needs. So I may want to personalize my content. I might have children working at those really top grades, but I also might have children working at those lower grades, but I want them to experience the same subject content, if you like. So I might be doing photosynthesis, but I might have a student who is at a level 9, but I might also have a child who's at level 3, level 4. What opportunities are there for personalizing content?
So on Sam Learning, we already provide a range of different activity types and ability levels for students to access. However, in addition to that, all of the content on there you can personalize yourselves using our clever activity builder. In addition to that, you can also produce your own resources to go on to Sam Learning. Once they're on there, you won't have to worry about any of the marking of them moving forward. because it does provide, it will automatically mark the activities for you. With that, you can upload YouTube videos, you can put audio on there, you can tweak the grade boundaries if you're producing tests and so on. So there's an awful lot that you can do to make the activities personalised to your needs and your students.
Awesome. Some schools are already using platforms like Google Classroom, like Microsoft. Is this integratable into those platforms, or does this stand alone?
No, you can actually use Sam Learning. The activities are integratable with that. In addition to that, we also now provide single sign-on for those.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. So the children are doing the work, they are completing everything, it's all being uploaded. What methods of tracking and progress data are we then able to extract from Sam Learning?
So everything that students do on Sam Learning, we have an extensive reporting suite that tracks usage, outcomes, hours completed, and also, as mentioned earlier, we mark right down to question level for the teacher. We're also introducing a brand new QLA tool for groups of schools as well. With that, it will give instant question level analysis for any exam completed, live grades, scores, and progress tracking for the groups of schools, heat maps that will show the strengths and weaknesses at a glance, clear actions to raise achievement by student, class, or year group, a secure API that will send data directly to the school's group's dashboard. And then you can set targeted SAM learning work in one click with automated reporting following that. So that's a really exciting tool for groups of schools that we are introducing, which we've worked with a big multi-academy trust in the UK to produce.
I think that's absolutely brilliant. I think it's a really, really strong tool, which is going to simultaneously identify those gaps, which is so time consuming for teachers, reduce that teacher workload, give children exactly what they need. Great revision tool as well, right? Because the children can go back and pick their strengths and their areas for improvement and feed really securely. So the children are not wasting their time, right?
Absolutely, yes, that's what we want to achieve.
And I love the research that's been done behind it and the knowledge that it is actually going to make an impact for children. I absolutely love it. So Stephanie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me this afternoon. Obviously, you have your page on my website, louisedawson.com/Sam Learning. They can also contact you directly. I can make that introduction, but I don't take commissions, so they can come directly to you and have a conversation with you. There's training, there's uploads, there's all sorts of support that can be given from your end. So thank you so much for talking to me. Really looking forward to working with you. I hope that it's a successful rollout across the UAE. And if anybody needs to contact you, they can. Do you want to share your website or your email address?
Absolutely, I will do, yes.
Amazing. We'll put that all in below. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Bye bye. Sorry, Paul's going to have to edit all of these coughs out.
No,
If I ask a question and you don't know the answer, just say, I don't know, Louise, shut up, and we'll cut it. Okay?
it's good to know that it doesn't all have to go smooth today.
No, it doesn't. No, not at all.
I am ready.
Okay, awesome.